All right, hello YouTube, this is Bill Keneally here. And in this video, I will be filming all of my through hiking gear. This is mostly going to be geared toward my PCT through hike starting in late March. So first, is my pack. Superior Wilderness Designs Long Haul 50. I have the removable hip belt. Getting the hip belt pockets added. They haven't came in the mail yet. On it I have a phone holder and my Garmin. And then in it, I'm just keeping this stuff inside of it because I have two cats who will attack these items. This is my tent, Durston X-Mid 1. And then this is in Z-Pack's Dyneema stuff sack. Thermarest Neo Air X Therm. And my Z-Pack's 10 degree quilt. It's all in a trash bag liner. We pack our fears, and I am a cold person, some may call me a chilly Billy. And I'm gonna have a little more warmer gear, especially starting in March. It's chilly out there. We'll go through some of other items. You'll notice I have a lot of budget things, and some things I also have splurged on, but I try and keep costs low and keep things practical. You don't need to be spending a bunch of money on gear that there's cheaper alternatives that get you by just as well, if not better. My food bag is actually a Baggu shopping bag. These are good. May or may not pick up one of those turkey brine bags as a scent blocker to throw in here and keep it a little more watertight. Electronics, battery bank, phone outlet, the two USBs. This is a 10,000 milliamp battery bank. Then I have iPhone charger with the USB-C and then a micro USB. And then also in here, just for easier access, I have my quilt strap that straps it down to my sleeping bag. This here is my ditty sack. And then in that, this thing one-handed. I have my toothbrush, toothpaste, eyeglass cleaner. See why I need to keep my nice expensive things away from these cats. Eyeglass cleaner and microfiber cloth. I just wrap it in this little plastic bag to keep it from getting dirty. Little luxury item is my pipe and a little ration of tobacco. Keeps me happy, keeps me going. Lighter. Medical kit consists of one of those small Swiss Army knives, alcohol wipes, Neosporin, extra gaskets, some tape to repair a sleeping pad or my tent, and ibuprofen. In here, extra earplugs. I don't use these for my ears. I use these for my feet, and you'll see why later. Hairbrush. Ping pong ball to roll out my feet. I've actually have found this quite useful, and it's lighter than those cork balls, and you could find them anywhere. Extra bottle cap. And a small pen. Let me just put the smaller stuff back in here first. Some of these bags are old and used. May or may not replace them. They do just fine. Water, 2 smart water bottles, the Sawyer filter, and then for extra capacity is a 2-liter platypus. If I need to add an extra bottle, no problem, they're easy to find. This is a ground sheet for my tent. I don't use the Tyvek, I use It's a little thicker than that, whatever those ground sheets people use. That is also, you can use them for like to tape over your car window or something. I forget what they're called, but it's a little thicker than that, but thinner than Tyvek, so it's lighter. And you can find these at Home Depot. It might be 0.7 mil thickness. I don't remember. And this is my food cook pot, 750 milliliter Tokes. I have a cut down spoon, Uko. You'll find these at Walmart, and I just cut off the fork part, and it's just a spoon, and it fits nice in here. And then I also have one of those I think they're 1 ounce or whatever, the BRS mini stoves, and then half a bandana in there. A bathroom kit, couple wet wipes, the wet ones, just in case I make a mess, but really it's just TP and trowel. My tent stakes, and I have a little line to hang my food bag. I have just a generic stakes that came with my Durston, 2 of the MSR mini hound dogs, I think that's what they're called, and then 2 shepherd hooks. And I just have this in this little bag. Came with another tent that I have. I also use this bag as a rucksack when I'm hanging my food line. That's why I keep that line in there. Starting early March, I have microspikes, and looking up around weather, maybe adding a ice axe immediately. If not, I'll grab that when I need it, get it sent to me. Another luxury item I like to have is a book. I carry these little short Louis L'Amour books. They're quick and easy to read, easy to digest after a long day of hiking. They make me happy, and my family sends these out to me to post offices that I ask them to. I'm gonna try this out this year, is using a fanny pack. And I have a couple extra items, some Body Glide, my headlamp, hand sanitizer, another knife. It's always important, I think, to have 2 blades. One blade you keep razor sharp if you need to cut out a splinter or trim some dead skin on you. And another blade is your working blade. So this is just a small little buck knife that used to be my dad's. He used to carry this backpacking and on his bike packing trips. And now I carry it. And this is just my working blade. Mainly use it to cut cheese and cut those little sausages. But I keep the other blade, that mini Swiss Army blade, I keep that, factory edge sharp, and only use it when I really need to. And in this front pocket is where my wallet's going to be. And my wallet is just a Ziploc sandwich bag. Nothing fancy, you don't need anything special, and it's lighter weight. All right, let's get on to my clothing. I am a chilly Billy, so I'm gonna be carrying a little more heavier, warmer things, but we'll get with what I'll be wearing most of the time. So, starting top down, it's a hat. This is a old school, trucker hat, but it's fully mesh, really breathable, and it gets that sun out of your eyes. Super light too, lighter than the ones with the panel and all that. Can't beat it. Free and old. Sun hoodie, you get this from the REO Speedwagon store, also aka REI. This is something I've been trying out, and I've been really happy with it. Is a cycling mesh base layer shirt, and you're supposed to wear these under your jersey or under your windbreaker when you're cycling, but it's mesh, pretty tight fitting, and they helps with that moisture mitigation and retains a little bit of extra heat. So I really like this. It's been quite comfortable on all the hikes I take it on. Underwear, just synthetic. I like to wear the American Eagles, but whatever keeps the chafing away and gives you support. Shorts, just generic Adidas running shorts. Darn Tough socks, everyone wears those. And Gingy liner socks. I'm missing the one, but the sock monster took it, I think. It'll turn up eventually, maybe. If not, they're $10 a pair. And I mentioned earplugs earlier. I like to wear earplugs on my toes. I keep it in between my pinky toe and the toe next to it because I get pinch blisters because my pinky folds underneath. That earplug juts it out a little more and I don't get my pinch blister. So I wear earplugs on my feet. Shoes, Hoka Speed Goat 5s. You can find them cheap. I just bought 2 more pairs. I think they're like $115 now because they have the Speed Goat 6s, but the 5s work best for my feet. All right, spare clothing. My spare clothing goes into this bag here. There's actually the bag for my tent, but it folds up nice. I use this as my pillow too, and I have this little trash bag. You get this from a hotel. You know, the hotel trash bag liners. I got that out of a hotel, and just for extra waterproofing if needed. And I drool in my sleep, so when I drool, I don't want it soaking my clothes, so it helps with that. But wool beanie. You can also use a synthetic beanie. This one was a gift, but I've also used a $6 beanie from Ace Hardware that's synthetic and works just fine. Extra hiking socks. These toe socks, they wear out super fast, so I'm gonna carry an extra pair. And these will also be good as a dry pair of socks, or I can even double up on socks if my feet get cold. Waterproof rain mittens. These are great alone, and they're also great paired with these generic fleece Cabela gloves I've had. Of course, you have to have the buff. Wear this hiking, wear this sleeping. Very universal piece of equipment. Since it's cold, I'm going to leave this long, but usually in the warmer weather, I wear a half of a buff. It's just more practical, less bulk around my neck. Into sleeping base layer clothing. These are my sleep socks. I'll send these home once the weather warms up a bit, but these are great. Thick wool tube socks. Fleece leggings. These are really nifty. It's a cool find. I was just at Walmart a couple weeks ago, and these are on sale. And they're $10. Fleece, pretty lightweight, and they're women's, but they're warm as can be. And they're from this company called Cuddle Duds. I think Walmart still has them on a sale now, but it was $10, and they're lighter weight than my other leggings that I was using, and they're thicker and warmer, so I like them. And then this is probably one of my favorite pieces of gear, is my base layer shirt that I sleep in. Has a built-in neckerchief that I throw up over my face and a hood. And this thing's really warm. When it's summer weather, this is what I use as like my fleece, just this alone. But since it's colder, I'm gonna add this guy to my equipment. Is my Grinch. I picked this puppy up from a Cracker Barrel for $25, and he's super warm. And it reminds me of that Alpha Direct type material, but it has the mesh, and then the fleece is tied to it. It's not as breathable as Alpha Direct. My back gets really sweaty, but this guy is super warm, and I'll use him as a pillow at night too. he's not that heavy either, and it's really funny when you're on trail and people get a good gag and a good laugh out of it. Some additional clothing: my raincoat, my frog togs. This guy's got a bunch of holes in it already, but hopefully it'll last me a little longer, and if not, they're $20 to pick up. My ULA rain kilt. I love this thing. Good as a wind block. Good. I could wear this alone and get soaked by rain, and I still stay a little warm. It's excellent. And then this is a new piece that I'm adding, but it's a wind shirt. $20 off Amazon. It's by this company called Dooy, D-O-O-Y. They weigh, I think, like 2-3 ounces. They're not the best windbreaker. They're more of like a breeze breaker. But I've been hiking in 30-degree weather with my sun hoodie, my undershirt, and this alone, and I stay really comfortable. So adding that. And then, of course, is the puffy. This I've had since middle school. It's by this company called 32 Degrees, and doesn't have a hood. You don't need a hood. I don't need a hood because I have my neckerchief and my hat. So, great piece of gear. And I think that's all. All right, YouTube. Kyler, say goodbye. Bree, where's Bo? He needs to say goodbye. Bo, say goodbye. Bye, YouTube. Alright, YouTube, I was just rewatching this and I forgot to add 2 pieces of gear. First piece are my trekking poles. Use these to set up my tent. You know, save your knees, use trekking poles. And my 1/8 inch foam pad. This one's by Outdoor Vitals, and it's one of the half pads. All in the name of luxury.